If you go on to enjoy the video, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. It does really help me out a lot. And if you're into Funko Pops, I've just started a brand new channel dedicated to them. The link for that can be found in the description. And beat the random lottery that is FIFA points by buying the coins direct from u7buy.com. Use code TVM at checkout for a 5% discount, or if you're a new customer, get 8% discount. The link is down below. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new video. This one is going to trigger a fair few people, I'm sure. It'll trigger Barcelona fans because it's a Real Madrid player, and it'll also trigger Real Madrid players because I'm not going to say very nice things about him for the most part. There are some things that I liked and that were decent, but for the majority of it, it's just going to be me trying to, I wouldn't say trying to justify you doing it, but at the same time, I need reasons why anyone would want to do this other than the fact that they are a Real Madrid fan, and that's because I find him so frustrating. Let's get into the stats first, though, because the stats make for some very good reading. 4-star, 4-star. High attacking work rate, medium defensive, average body type 6 foot, which is good. 89 acceleration and sprint speed. He's got some really good dribbling. 92 dribbling, 94 ball control, 90 composure, and then 86 reactions, 83 balance, 87 agility. Not bad, considering he came from an 82 rated card with very poor agility, balance and reactions. He's come up to be sort of mid-80s, actually looking pretty decent. His shooting, 88 positioning, 85 finishing, a 95 shot power, 91 long shots, 87 volleys as well. His passing, for the most part, again, mid to high 80s, 86, 87, thereabouts. Free kicks are semi-usable. High curve, which is good. Can't defend, which I'll talk about in a second, because you're going to be thinking, well, why would anyone care about a left wing not being able to defend? Well, there is a reason why you might want him to. And then, of course, the stamina's 87, which is, you know, it's fine. Obviously, in a perfect world, he has 90 plus stamina, but it's okay that the way it is. Stamina-wise, I think, not stamina-wise, defensive stats-wise, I think he doesn't have very good building blocks for turning me into a fullback or a wing-back more than a fullback. The suggested Chem Styles for this, the third most popular one, is a shadow. I personally would go with an anchor if you are looking to turn him into a left wing back. I know a lot of people play 5 at the back these days, which I do myself when I play solo. When we play co-op, we do 4-1-2-2, 4-3-3, that kind of thing. But that's the team. Like, this is completely irrelevant to the video, really, this team. That is not the team I used. This isn't even the account that I used. Much like the video that I put out earlier with Neves, I couldn't get on the account that I reviewed him on. I've done him on this account, but I didn't actually use him. I've not actually used this card on this account. I've used him on another account. You'll see goals, and then the card comes up on the floor, obviously proving that I've actually used the card, but yeah, that wasn't the team that I used. You can see Bruno Fernandes and various other players, João Cancelo's in form, for example, that I've not actually used, that I don't have on this account, sorry. But just, you know, for complete transparency, I just needed to show a team, and that's the kind of team you could get him into. That's the team I'd play him in if I was obviously using him on this account. I feel like I've got a better La Liga team on this account than I do on the other one, but there we are. Anyway, yeah, in terms of a left wing back, I would be very interested to see how he performs there. Didn't really consider it until it was too late, until the review was done and dusted, and we hit the presses, and we were ready to go. Like, I've only really considered it in the last maybe, I don't know, half an hour or so. Been sat here looking at Chem Styles, just getting ready to commentate, and had a little look and thought, hang on a minute. Yeah, I actually think an anchor could be decent, because you give him that strength, which he needs. Defensive stats go up, maybe not as much as they would do with a shadow, but that's okay, because even with a shadow, they don't go up very high anyway. And then you get a little bit of a pace boost. Okay, shadow takes him up to like 99, but the anchor gives him just enough to take it to mid-90s, which I think is good. So let's just consider using him as a left wing back as a side project or a plan B. How is he going forward, and where did I play him? Like I said, co-op wise, 4-1-2-2. So he played kind of cam, kind of striker. He hasn't scored yet, I'm fully aware. He does score, don't worry, he will score. Yeah, I played him as a cam / striker. I wanted to play him. This isn't actually my account, so this is I'm not in control of the team selection and stuff. I wanted to use him as a striker for the most part, just to get an idea of what he was like. But a lot of people tend to be using him as a cam, and then of course we did try and play him as a left mid, but not really. It doesn't really work too much as a left mid in a 4-1-2-2. They tend to go missing a little bit, and I just feel like he wasn't really on. Yeah, it just wasn't good enough. Needed a little bit more out of him. He's too good to be played at left mid. I find it really frustrating, though, this card. I'm not really sure why. He just didn't really want to do anything, His motivation wasn't quite there to get forward. When he did get forward, he felt a little bit heavy. Wasn't the sort of agile player that I expected him to be. His finishing was a little bit off. I don't know. I think a lot of people have bigged this card up to be a really good card and to be worth it. And, it's an objective card. Therefore, it's free, quote unquote. That would have been such a good goal. But, it's not free. If you go and look at it objectively and you consider how long that's going to take you to complete, look at that for a goal. Cracking control, really good finish. Very, very happy with the way that he put that one away. Just realised I've not actually showed the card on the ground. If I don't show it in the clips, the individual clips, you can see it in the review breakdown at the end. I'll put it in the screen for you, just for the skeptics among you. Not sure there's many, but just in case there are. So yeah, I find it a little bit frustrating here or there that he was. Look at that for a goal. That is awful. That he just didn't want to do what I wanted him to do half the time. And the whole free thing as well, right? It's going to cost you or take you 15 games at least. Because I think you need 15 wins, correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong in saying that. I'm pretty sure it's 15 wins. Not everyone can go 15-0, right? In fact, I would argue that the majority of people watching won't be able to go 15-0 unless the wind is blowing in the right direction and it's the right day of the week and your stars have aligned and all the rest of it. It's going to be very difficult to do that. So the way I talked about it on 6 PM content when the card was released, I said, consider this from a weekend league perspective. Let's just assume you're going to go one every other. Okay, not everyone will do that. A lot of people will do it quicker. A lot of people will take even longer again, right? But let's just assume you go one every other. And let's assume it takes you 30 games to get this Asensio. Now, okay, you're going to be picking up the odd coins here or there from the matches, and you'll pick up a few packs along the way through completing certain sections of it. Is it going to be worth playing what is the equivalent of a full weekend league to get this card? Would you play a full weekend league if you were guaranteed this card at the end of it? But you don't get the 50k packs and the 25k packs and the 35k packs, and you don't get the other player pick. You just get Asensio and that's it. That's the way I looked at it. And for me personally and my needs, no. But of course, if he does fit your team and you think that this would be a big improvement over your current left wing or left mid or striker or cam or wherever you want to play him, then obviously it's going to come down to, it's worth it for me, but it's not worth it for the next guy who won't use this card. Does that make sense? It's the same for every objective. I thought in game he showed flashes of what he could do, but he was just a little bit too inconsistent for me, and I just didn't get on with him. But that's okay, because you're not going to enjoy every card. Just because I didn't enjoy him doesn't mean you won't enjoy him, You could think he's the best card that they've ever released, and this is the best objective card we've ever had, and that's perfectly fine. It wasn't for me personally, but that's okay. Let me know what you think of the card in the comments, because, of course, if you have a difference of opinion, then that will get I want to understand why people like this card, and I want to understand why people don't like the cards I like. So, yeah, if you didn't like him or you do like him, let me know why in the comments. If you have enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.